I found this series of books at the library and I looked through book 2. Each photo has a whole story behind it, even many stories, so I had to look up more on each one of them. This is a photo of Tom Crean in 1915, taken during his third and final Antarctic adventure aboard the Endurance. The ship was crushed by the pack ice and sank over the course of months. He and the ship's company drifted for many months on the ice before getting the ship's lifeboats to Elephant Island, and then from there they had to go 800 nautical miles to South Georgia to get rescued. In 1920, he returned to Kerry and opened the South Pole Inn pub. I would love to go there someday and have a pint, or two. Edith Stoney was born in Dublin and was appointed a physics lecturer at the London School of Medicine for Women in 1899. She's remembered for her bravery and resourcefulness in the face of extreme danger in World War I. Her sister Florence, in the center of the photo, was the first woman doctor to be employed in an English military hospital. The next photos were taken by Lewis Hine, an investigative photographer, and his work helped to change child labor laws in the United States. Evelyn Casey and James Donovan were recorded in June 1916 for the National Child Labor Committee. Evelyn Casey started at 14 in the mills, and James said he was 17 at the time of this photo. In 1984, there was a documentary made about the life and work of Lewis Hine. He fell upon hard times and died very poor. You may have seen this photo. This is Muriel Murphy. In 1917, she married the playwright and author Terence McSweeney, who eventually became the Lord Mayor of Cork during the Irish War of Independence. He wrote The Ethics of Revolt. When is it lawful to rise and revolt against the civil power? In October of 1920, Terence died after 74 days on hunger strike, and that is a terrible death. Nehru and Gandhi were among the people who were inspired by him. His last words, "I want you to bear witness that I die as a soldier of the Irish Republic." His book, Principles of Freedom, can be found on archive.org. Mary Heath was born Sophie Pierce Evans in Limerick. She was the first person to fly solo across Africa. She flew 10,000 miles from Cape Town, South Africa to London. She crashed once along the way and got shot at over Libya. Her signature style was pearls, high heels, and fur coats. She was the first female commercial pilot, and in her time she was as famous as Amelia Earhart. I like this next photo because it shows Newgrange before it got surrounded by lots of fencing. This is an unknown countryman, sometime between 1860 and 1883. He's wearing footless stockings, or soleless stockings. They were common throughout the country with people who didn't wear shoes or couldn't afford them back then. This is a market in Dundalk, and it was photographed between 1899 and 1910. My grandparents would have known this place because that's where two of them came from. It's still there, selling fruits and vegetables. These are women and children preparing for a horse fair, and it could go back to prehistoric times, and it is still held to this day on July 12th every year. This girl in the front was identified as Elizabeth Fury Hannafin, age 17. People gather to buy and sell horses, meet family and friends, and have weddings. I read that the horse that carried the Duke of Wellington at the Battle of Waterloo was bought here at this fair. That horse lived to 28. Napoleon's white horse Marengo outlived Napoleon by 10 years, dying at age 38. I love these photos of the children. You could see that not everyone had shoes. This photo is Galway in 1892. Most of the boys are wearing skirts because they were cheaper to make than trousers, and you notice that their haircuts are all the same. Next up, we have the O'Halloran sisters in 1887, County Clare. They participated in rent boycotts and physically resisted eviction from the land their family had worked for generations. Between 1845 and 1852, at least 2 million people died of starvation. Before that, the population was 8 million. These two children were photographed in 1854 in County Tipperary. This is O'Connell Street in Dublin on April 18, 1949, the day the Irish Republic was declared. It was the 33rd anniversary of the beginning of the Easter Rising. I hope people remember why people fought for this moment and how much was sacrificed to make it happen.